What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another video. We are going to be talking about some Scream 7 stuff. Um, what we are possibly going to see. Hopefully, well, what I want to see and what we're possibly going to see. Um, just the usual stuff. Um, so for Scream 7, I would say what we're probably going to see is definitely going to be centered around a mastermind killer. I think it's going to be revealed in Scream 7 that there's a mastermind behind the events of Scream 5 and Scream 6. And we're responsible for those events. And not only that, but also they were also wearing the Ghostface costume in the Scream 5 and Scream 6 in certain scenes. And I think that would be really cool. They reveal that through flashbacks showing the killer killing Dewey, attacking Gale, and then after they're done they take off their masks and they're like da da da. I think that would be a cool reveal. And it'll change the perspective on those two films, Scream 5 and Scream 6. Because right now we're just going based off what we see from those two. So it's like everything we saw from Scream 5 to Scream 6 is what we saw. And then in Scream 7, it's going to be revealed that everything we've seen wasn't entirely true and was entirely upfront. So our perspectives will change on that, on those two. So I think that would be really cool if that was what Scream 7 is going to be. Because remember, Scream 5 is Scream 1. Scream 6 is Scream 2. Because Scream 5 takes place not only in Woodsboro, but the finale takes place at Stu's house. And then the boyfriend's the killer, and so on and so forth. In Scream 6, they're in New York, but specifically they're going to college. They're at college, like in Scream 2. And then when the killers are revealed, the killers are family members of Richie. And they're getting their revenge on Sam and Tara for the death of Richie. Right? The same exact thing happens at the end of Scream 2. Mrs. Loomis is, not a family member, mother of Billy, and she's getting revenge for her son's death. Just like in Scream 6, where the brother, the sister, and the father are getting revenge on Richie's death. So in Scream 7, if we're following that route of the original trilogy, obviously in Scream 7, there's gonna be a mastermind. And whether the mastermind is working alone in Scream 7, or that person has a partner, or maybe 3, or maybe 4 partners, who knows? Because in Scream 6, what they did a little differently with that ending is that there were 3 killers, which is pretty cool. Something a little different. Technically, there was 5 killers in Scream 6. The 2 in the beginning that were responsible for the death of the professor. But of course, it's the main 3 Ghostface killers. They killed both of them to get rid of the competition. And if you think about it, since Like people, I was talking about this to somebody, and they were like, "But how is there? There's no way there's more ghost faces. Like there were like four or five like in that movie." And I was like, "But wait a second. If there are five ghost faces coming after Tara and Sam, and two of them were working together, and the other three were working together, but they were separately working together, like wouldn't that raise questions of like, what if there has to be more? There has to be more ghost faces that are serial killers that are obsessed with stat, that are obsessed with the lore of Ghostface, that they don the Ghostface costume and they go after these characters. There has to be more. If there was five ghost faces in that Scream 6 movie, there has to be more than five. There has to be. There has to be more than five because it's like for example, for example, it's like a bear, right? I'm just thinking on top of my head. It's like a bear, right? In the woods, you encounter a bear in the woods, and then you encounter another one. So you encounter two bears, and you leave the woods, right? Who is to say that there aren't more out there? Who's to say that there are not just two, but three, but four, but five, but six, but seven? There has to be more bears, right? If you encounter two, possibly three, there has to be more. You know what I'm saying? Because the bears, they're animals, a species of animals. You could say the same for the ghost faces. They're a species of. It's kind of weird to say species for ghost faces, but like the ghost faces are a group. They're a species within themselves. You know what I'm saying? I mean, hell, look at the past movies. There's been a bunch of ghost faces who don the mask, and come on, there's more. There's more, more, more. There's always more. So, but there is something going on with that boyfriend, dude. In Screen 6, dude, like at the end, apparently it's revealed that he's not a ghost face, and he's really protecting Sam. Um, and he's really a good person, bro. If he's in Scream 7 and he is revealed to be the killer, dude, that would be fucking bonkers. That would be bonkers, dude. And I believe if he was the mastermind, I wouldn't mind if he was a mastermind. And I wouldn't mind if it was revealed that he killed Dewey and he killed or he tried to kill Gale. Because the way that Ghostface was operating in those scenes was so different from the Ghostfaces that were revealed in those movies. Like, how can you take, like, how can that, apparently, the girl, quote unquote, kill the boyfriend of Gale? But that boyfriend is built. How can she take this dude on when this dude is built and she's like a smaller person? She's feminine, and she's like feminine. She's not strong or anything. Like she doesn't have muscles or any. Like she's like a normal girl presented in this movie, and it's like, how can she take on a dude like that? It would make sense if that boyfriend was the one that took on that dude, because he has physicality, he has muscles, he's fit. Like, come on. I wouldn't mind if it was him that was the mastermind, but here, and I'm gonna get into this, right? But here's the thing. A lot of people are talking about how Stu is possibly the mastermind and was the one who was involved in those Scream 5 and Scream 6. And he was the one that killed Dewey, killed Gale, or tried to kill Gale, and was involved in certain scenes that were um, show like, oh, this Ghostface taller, this Ghostface more like he's not really, how do I say, he's more, this Ghostface is more different, right? Um, People are saying it may be Stu, and there's a Stu train out there. Now, the reason why I say I believe Stu is dead and he's not involved is because Wes Craven said it himself that Stu's dead. But then again, obviously Wes Craven's not involved with this new Scream trilogy. So, because he passed away, but still, he's not involved in this new trilogy. So there's these other people that are involved, and what they can bring Stu back, right? This franchise is in the hands of another group of people, they can decide that they can bring Stu back, and so it's just something that I believe that it may be possible, but I'm still gonna stick to my guns and say Stu's dead. But it would be cool if he is the mastermind and he's alive. So that's all my thoughts on this. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please hit a like and subscribe if you haven't. I'm gonna be doing more of this stuff and keep talking about stuff. So yeah, thank you guys.